Hi, my name is Mary Flynn and I'm the Collections Manager and Volunteer Coordinator at the Brickworks Museum. I'd like to welcome you to the first in a series of films we've put together about a project we've been working on at the museum for the past 15 months. The project is called Bombs, Bricks and Bells with an E, Our Brickworks in the War, and is being funded by the National Lottery through a grant called First World War, Then and Now. This project really started life back in 2014 when the museum wanted to commemorate the 100-year anniversary of the start of the war. We had a couple of little bits of tantalising information, most significant of which was the oral testimony recorded in 1993 of an ex-worker called Bill Biddlecombe. Bill came to work at the Brickworks in 1915, following the death of his father at the front. As his dad had been a brickworker, Bill was able to leave school and walk straight into a job at the factory aged about 14. This suggests that the works was still producing bricks on some scale. Bill also mentions that the place was full of women doing all the jobs. This really intrigued us, as women never worked here on the shop floor, so to speak. The second little nugget of information we had to go on was the rumours locally that fires burned in the clay pits during the war, and a note we'd seen in an archive suggesting that the Ministry of Defence had been present on the site. In 2014, with these clues, we managed to do some research and put together a display, but with limited resources there were still many unanswered questions. When I saw the First World War Then and Now grant details, I thought it would be a wonderful opportunity to continue this research as a fantastic project for the volunteers and to share our learning with the public. So the questions we've been trying to answer fall into two areas of activity at the Brickworks. Firstly, the factory continued to make bricks, but with a reduced production. Were any of the men excluded from fighting due to their job? Was brickmaking a reserved occupation? Who of our workers went to war? Who returned and who tragically didn't? What effect did this have on our brickworks and the local community? Were the women on site involved with the brick production? What social changes were there for our families? The second strand is why were the MOD on our site? What war work took place here? Why were the brickworks used and for how long? Again, were women employed in this work? And if so, what was it like for them? In the following films, we'll share with you the research that we've done and the answers, or not, that we found to these questions. We'll also be inviting you to help us with the project. So thank you for listening and look out for the next instalment.